Yeah, and I'm really awaiting this mutation 2027. Then we have the Homo sapiens rave, but only those that have a true awareness center. The rest will be still Homo sapiens in transitus, but with a bad taste in our mouth, because now evolution takes care of us. It says we need to take care of these human sapiens in transitus because they need to bring the mutation. If the mutation is there, they're going to say, well, your job is done and bye-bye. We don't have a focus on you anymore. The focus will be on the Homo sapiens rave. And the moment that these Homo sapiens rave are rising, um, not that they have, all kinds of different, let's call it from our perspective, bodies difficulties. Yeah, it's just our perspective. They're perfect. That you don't have any contact with us anymore. And moreover, not they only have any contact with us anymore, they don't want to have anything to do with us anymore. But for the mammalian world, it doesn't really exist for them. And that's the reason, why I said so many things are changing now in terms of how we're going to treat the mammals, because the real mutation is there in the Homo sapiens rave, but the background frequency changes, and we're going to sense that all, although we still have our own design. All right, now let's have a look at the designs. Here, enlarged, our designs, you see what kind of complexity the human design has. Yeah, 64 gates, 9 centers, 36 channels. And how rudimentary the mammalian design is. As I said, there's one single awareness center, the spleen. So that means mammals are always in the be here right now, be in the presence. Yeah, there is the past and there's the future, but it doesn't exist for mammals. So if you're familiar to live with mammals, to work with mammals, you're going to recognize that. So now when we look here at the brain development, there was always a comment from Ra when he was talking about mammals. He always said mammals doesn't have any neocortex. That's not true. I've also studied biology, and mammals, it doesn't matter whether it's a rat, a cat, a horse, a donkey, every one of them has a neocortex. So here in this graphic, you're going to see that the neocortex of a cat, it's hard to see, isn't it? But when we look at the rhesus monkey, it's already a little bit enlarged. And when we look at humans, humans have a totally enlarged frontal lobe of the neocortex. The reason why Ra made that statement, mammals don't have any neocortex, was the fact that he associated the neocortex exclusively with the head and the Ajna center. So yeah, so this neocortex enlargement of humans is that we have a larger volume of the white matter, and we have a highly, highly dense interconnection of that prefrontal lobe of the neocortex to the rest of the brain. And then something else, when we look at the size and the weight, yeah, the ratio brain weight to body weight is extraordinary in humans. And one of my teachers at university in zoology, he was one of the very famous Konrad Lorenz, yeah, student, and he was really dedicated to all the evolutionary processes. And he said, humans are strange. Yeah, I mean, he in a way described what we see in human design. Humans are strange. Yeah, humans have such a large brain. The ratio is out of range, body to brain mass. Now, he said, this is something what we call an Überorgan, yeah, an oversized organ. And he said every animal that had an Überorgan died out. Yeah, you don't find them on the planet anymore. And then he said, humans also have this Überorgan. Yeah, way too big, way too large. He said, when you look back at our history, we need to die out. And he said, but the problem is with the brain of the human being is conscious about its Überorgan. And he said, that would be interesting, whether or not we're going to die out soon. Yeah, very wise man. Now, let's move further to the mammalian matrix. Okay, now, when we're going to look here at the mammalian matrix, we see we have an orientation to the right. So that means the neutrino programming is different. So we have this horizontal programming of the neutrinos. Yeah, we as humans do have a vertical programming of the neutrinos. And if you really would like in any, that's something that we made jokes about it, Brian and I. Whenever we really would like to understand mammals, we need to crawl on our four extremities. Yeah? And why he said that is because the moment that we go horizontal, and we see that in Dream Rave, the Dream Rave has the same design as the mammalian matrix, but different keywords. It operates, of course, different. But the moment that we get horizontal, we get a feeling for the mammal in us.